Mother, probably the only one we can trust with a blind eye. The only one we felt safe around as a kid. But what happens when the same loving and caring mother becomes so evil that even the devil nods its head of disappointment in disapproval? Now, this case is going to be very sensitive because it involves a 16-month-old baby girl and the agony she went through. So I strongly suggest that, if you are easily distressed or depressed, please look away, as this case may leave a lasting sense of despair within your soul. Crystal Candelario, a 32-year-old single mother to 16-month-old Jalen Candelario, used to live in Cleveland, Ohio. Now, the identity of the baby's father is not known, but I strongly believe that even he should be held equally accountable for the tragedy that took place. Anyways, Crystal from the very beginning was not known for being a good mother. According to the neighbors, Crystal had a history of abandoning her child. On one occasion, a neighbor agreed to care for Jalen for a weekend, which extended to a month and a half without contact from Crystal, with accounts of Crystal refusing to answer the phone or pick up Jalen. On June 6, 2023, Crystal, along with an unidentified male friend, went on a vacation in Detroit and Puerto Rico, which lasted for 10 days, all the while leaving small Jalen behind. 10 days of absolute horror and agony. Jalen was left alone in her playpen with a few bottles of milk. Neighbors recount hearing screams and cries of the baby, completely unaware of Crystal's vacation. While the baby was suffering alone, Crystal posted on social media during her time out of the state, posting a picture of herself smiling, barefoot on a beach, captioned with, "The time that is enjoyed is the true time lived." A neighbor's doorbell camera recorded Jalen screaming multiple times, including early in the morning about 2 days after Crystal had left. Now there is footage of the incident, but surely I am not adding it here, because the screams and the cries will shatter you from inside. But if you want to watch, it's available on YouTube. Watch it at your own risk. Crystal Candelario returned home on June 16th and found a dehydrated Jalen in the playpen. She reportedly called 911, and prior to first responders arriving at the home, Crystal had changed Jalen into a clean outfit, probably with a motive to cover up the situation. Now, what uncovers after this is not for the faint-hearted, so I strongly suggest you, if you are easily distressed with this kind of information, please look away. After calling 911, the Cleveland Division of Police soon arrived at the location. Police discovered Jalen unresponsive, with medics pronouncing her dead at the scene, and noted that her appearance was emaciated with sunken eyes, dry lips, and fecal matter in her mouth and under her fingernails. Excluding that Jalen had been left alone for 10 days, she otherwise showed no signs of physical trauma, according to the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office. Her death was determined to be due to starvation and severe dehydration, and weighed 7 pounds less than she had at a doctor's visit in April 2023. After Jalen's autopsy, Crystal was charged with murder, with prosecutors not ruling out the possibility of the death penalty. Crystal pleaded guilty to 2 counts, aggravated murder and child endangerment, as part of a plea deal in February 2024. Additional charges of felonious assault and 2 murder counts were dismissed as part of the plea deal. Her attorney stated that she had struggled with mental health issues and had attempted to kill herself in 2023, which resulted in a prescription of antidepressants that she chose to stop taking shortly before abandoning Jalen. Crystal's parents claimed in court proceedings that they were unaware of the abandonment of Jalen and asked the judge for mercy in sentencing, claiming that Crystal's ability to make sound decisions was impeded by medication prescribed to control her mental health. Crystal echoed their statement, claiming she never told them about the trip and had told her parents, who were caring for her older daughter, that she was staying home with Jalen.
Crystal creció y se formó
Crystal grew up and was educated
en un ambiente sano junto a sus padres,
in a healthy environment together with her parents,
protegida y amada.
protected and loved.
Realizó sus estudios en nuestro país natal, Ecuador.
She studied and was educated in our native country of Ecuador,
Escogiendo la misma profesión de su abuelo y sus padres,
and she chose the same profession as her fathers and her grandfather,
la docencia.
teaching.
Sus años de edad adulta fueron marcados
Her years as an adult were marked by
por problemas de salud física y sentimentales,
both physical and emotional problems
que no siempre terminaron de la mejor manera.
that didn't always end up in the best way.
Su salud emocional se vio afectada en más de una ocasión,
Her emotional health was affected on more than one occasion,
pero entre trabajo, responsabilidades y el día a día,
but between her work, her other responsibilities, and her day-to-day life,
en un ir y venir, no logró priorizar la importancia de un tratamiento continuo.
in the middle of all that, she never ended up prioritizing or appreciating the importance of continued treatment.
Por lo que la depresión y la ansiedad y el trastorno de neurosis de conversión fueron ganando terreno en su vida.
And because of all that, her depression, anxiety, her conversion neurosis disorder, all ended up consuming her.
But finally, on March 18th, 2024, Crystal was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Justice well served. Now, this incident, in this case, underscores the devastating consequences of parental neglect and the importance of community vigilance in protecting vulnerable children. It also questions the society that we are living in. I mean, I've already said that the baby's unknown father should be held accountable too. Unfortunately, this has become a culture with two adults having fun for a night and the kids enduring the harrowing result till their entire existence. I would even point out the guts of Crystal's parents pleading for mercy for someone who is directly responsible for the death of their granddaughter. You cannot imagine the rage and anger and despair going through me right now. Completely disgusting. At the end, whatever happened is just tragic. Rest in peace, little Jalen. I hope you're in a better place now.